to the great rhythms of Freddie Rich and his orchestra, the swingy singing of Connie Haynes. And that lad whose message, loud and clear, rings into your ear. Costello, come here. You're all excited. You're all excited. What's the thing you've got there? Huh? It looks like a telegram. Where did you get it?
Oh, a fellow in a long green underwear gave it to me.
A fellow in a long green underwear?
Yeah, he was wearing a Western Union suit.
Why, yes, dummy. That was a messenger boy. And that's a telegram. What does it say?
It don't say nothing, Abbott. I can't see a thing.
Well, you dope. You haven't even opened the envelope.
Oh, you have to open it? I thought you were supposed to peek through this little window in the front.
Give me that telegram. I'll read it. Hey, look, Costello. What? It's from your hometown.
Patterson, New Jersey?
Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, boy!
Can you imagine? Look, it says, Dear Louis Costello.
Oh, yeah, Abbott. Look at where they spell Louis.
What do you mean?
L-O-U-S-E. That's my hometown.
Quiet, Costello. This telegram is from your old grade school in Patterson, Public School 15.
Oh, boy. Good old PS 15. My old alma mattress.
No. No, you mean alma mater. A mattress is something you lie on.
I know. I laid around that school for 10 years. What do they want with me, Abbott?
Well, the telegram goes on to say, let's see now. We are proud of you, Mr. Costello, and the whole school would greatly be honored if you would come to Patterson this Saturday night and appear in our annual school play. Signed by the principal, J. Soil-Off Wallpaper.
How do you like that, Abbott? Boy, oh boy, I knew my old school would send for me someday.
Sure they would.
I was always the hero of my school. I'll never forget Coach Abel Green.
What do you mean?
And those kids I played with, Michael Varello.
What did they do?
Those were the kids. Huh? We had a real team in that. I was even the captain of the tug-of-war team.
Wait a minute. What did you do on the tug-of-war team?
I was the second jerk from the end.
Yes, but I can't...
I don't get that.
I don't either. Look, I can't understand why that school would send for you to appear in a play. What do you know about grammar?
About what?
Do you understand grammar?
No, not since she got a new false teeth.
No.
Even Grandpa can't understand her.
Now, Costello, I'm talking about dramatic acting. Did you ever do anything dramatic in school?
Oh, did I? I used to get up and I used to excite poetry.
You did?
Get a load of this little gem, which I wrote myself.
Let's hear it.
And roses are red, and violets are purple. Sugar is sweet, and so is maple syrup.
Come on.
Maple syrup, it rings, doesn't it?
Well, what about it? But maple syrup, what is that?
What is maple syrup?
What is maple syrup?
Maple syrup is the stuff you put on flannel cakes.
Okay, look. Talk sense now. If you're going to Patterson, New Jersey, we've got to get down to the railroad station right away. Come on.
Okay, come on.
All right, now, Costello, let's get our tickets for Patterson. We've got to find a comfortable place to sleep on the train.
Oh, I never have any trouble, Abbott. I got a system. I eat garlic before I get on the train.
What has garlic got to do with finding a place to sleep?
I just breathe in the conductor's face, and he gives me a wide berth.
Oh, be sensible. Well, here's the ticket window. I beg your pardon, sir. We're going to Patterson. Could you tell us how the trains run?
Oh, yes. There's a big black thing that pulls them, and it goes choo-choo and...
This guy's been drinking too much of that traveler's aid.
Look. You better let me handle this, Costello.
I think I better because I lost my place.
All right, never mind that. Look, in order to say low, come here.
I got it.
All right, look, I'll take care of everything. Don't worry about a thing. In order to save money, I think we'd better get a couple of upper berths.
Oh, but I don't want an upper. I want a lower.
But, Costello, do you realize that if you buy a lower, you'll find it's much higher than an upper?
Oh, sure. I mean, after all, What'd you say?
I said that a lower is higher than an upper.
A lower is higher than an upper.
Why, certainly.
Well, what are they doing? Running the trains upside down?
Of course not. The lower is a more desirable berth. Therefore, if you want to go lower, you'll have to go higher.
If I want to go lower, I'll have to go higher.
Yes.
Why should I go higher when I want to go lower?
Now, simply because if you want to go lower, you have to go higher. Because the lower is higher than the upper. And the reason the lower is higher than the upper is because the upper is higher up than the lower.
Oh! You mean that the upper is lower than the lower
Yes.
because the lower is higher than the upper?
Now, you've got it.
Now I've got it. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Costello, I'm trying to tell you, they sell the upper lower than the lower because when you sleep in an upper, you have to get up to go to bed.
I have to get up to go to bed.
That's right.
Who's paying for my berth?
You are?
And there ain't going to be anybody in it but me?
No.
Then why do I have to get up?
Costello, look, I've already explained it. Unless you go higher for a lower, then you're stuck with an upper. And you'll have to get up when you go to bed. And you'll have to get down when you want to get up.
Abbott,
What?
let me smell your breath.
Freddie Rich plays a hit tune of today, but for many of you, it is also a hit of other years. Freddie revives Sweet and Lovely. Here you are, Costello, in good old Patterson, New Jersey.
Yeah, Abbott. And here's my old school.
Do tell.
PS 15. As I stand here looking at this whole building, I think of the happy days I spent here as a boy.
How long did you go to school, Costello?
You mean counting kindergarten?
Yes.
1 year.
Well, come on, let's find the principal's office and see what time we start rehearsing for the school play tonight.
Hey, what do you mean? What time we start rehearsing? Not we, me. This is my old school, not yours, Abbott.
What do you mean?
I'm going to do this play all by myself. I don't need your help.
Oh, how can you say that, Costello? Haven't I always given you the best of everything? Why, last Sunday when we had a double date, I gave you the best girl. What a slick little number you had.
Slick number is right. I bent her back in my arms and her hair slid off.
All right, Just cut that out, Costello. Wait a minute. I think this is the principal's office right here.
No, not that room.
What do you
no,
mean?
that room is where they have the art class.
What do you mean?
That's where I learned to draw, Abbott.
You did?
I was a wonderful drawer. My kid brother Sebastian is in there now. He's studying to be a drawer, too.
Well, that'll be nice.
Just think of it. The Costello brothers. A pair of drawers.
Look, never mind that. Where is the principal's office?
Oh, I don't quite remember, Abbott. But look. Here's my old first grades room.
First grade room.
Yeah.
Hey, well, why don't you go in and say hello to your old teacher?
Oh, I don't think Miss Sashwaite would remember me. I wonder if she's as fat as she used to be.
Why, was she very fat?
Fat. Every time she turned around, she used to erase the blackboard.
Yeah. All right. Well, go ahead. Open the door and see if she remembers you after all these years.
Okay. Boy, will she be surprised to see me. Miss Sashwaite! Miss Sashwaite!
Yes?
Don't you remember me? I'm Lou Costello.
Oh, and where were you all day yesterday?
Yesterday? I haven't been here for 15 years.
If you're absent one more day, you'll have to bring a note from your mother.
Just a minute, Miss Sashwaite. I'm Lou Costello. Don't you remember how 15 years ago I always used to pester you by raising my hand?
Yes?
Well?
You can go now.
Hey, Miss Hesswaite. Gee, she's changed. I remember when she used to keep me after school to spank her erasers.
All right, look. Come on, Costello. Here's the principal's office right over here. And you'd better let me talk to him. He's a very brilliant man.
Go ahead.
How do you do, sir? Are you Professor Wallpaper, the principal?
Yeah. Oh, you can always tell a Harvard man.
Professor, I understand you want Costello to appear in your school play tonight.
Yeah, just a minute. I got the telephone tangled in my yo-yo. Now, if you fellas are looking for the rehearsal of the play, it's right in the next room.
Oh, all right. Come on, Costello.
Oh, I love you, Millicent, my darling.
I love you too, Rodney. Kiss me, my sweet.
Oh. Hey, you two, cut it out.
Wait a minute. Don't stop them, Costello. That's wonderful acting.
They're not acting. That's the janitor and the fourth grade teacher.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Can anybody tell us where they're rehearsing the play, please?
Right to the next room. Just ask for the English teacher. He's in charge.
Thanks.
Oh, I love you, Millicent, my darling.
I love you too, Rodney. Kiss me, my sweet.
Hey, Abbott,
What?
they've been doing that for 15 years.
Why don't they get together?
Well, she won't marry him when he's drunk, and he won't marry her when he's sober. Yes, teacher, I'm a dandy.
Kitzel, don't tell me that you're teaching in this school, too.
Could be, yes. You know, I'm devoting my whole life to teaching the little kiddies how to speak perfectly the King's English. Yes, I went to one of the most famous colleges in England.
Eaton?
Yeah, Eton and Brinkham. I had a wonderful time. I was in London once. Yeah? I met a beautiful girl on the street one day. Piccadilly? I certainly did. He certainly did. I don't get it.
Look, Kitzel, I understand you're directing the school play tonight.
Yes, I am, my friend. You know, my whole family was dramatic coaches. My grandfather was a coach, my father was a coach, my uncle was a coach. Oh, I come from a long line of coaches. Now, what are you, the caboose? Well, gentlemen, I'll see you tonight at the play. Now I must get back to my pupil. Just a minute, Kitzel.
Yes.
Just a minute. Is my kid brother Sebastian in your English class?
Is that little Sebastian your brother? Woo-hoo! Is he a bright little chappie? You know, he is speaking the best English from the whole school. Just a second, I'll call him. Sebastian!
Hello, Sebastian. Hello. I just wanted to tell you how proud I am of you. Professor Kitzel just told me that you're the best English pupil in his whole class. Is that true?
Yeah, could be.
Lovely Connie Haynes and a lovely song together.
At the rain together, sang love's refrain together,
the head boy along this block. And let us listen to this blockhead.
Costello, the audience is waiting for you. You've just been introduced. Open this door.
Here I am, Uncle Bud.
Sebastian, what are you doing in your brother's makeup and his costume? What is the meaning of this?
Louis has disappeared.
Disappeared?
Mm-hmm. But don't worry, Uncle Bud.
What do you mean?
I'm going out on the stage. I'm going to take a straight. And the audience will never know the difference. I put on this big putty nose that I got, and I put on my nose. This big putty nose.
But, Sebastian, you've got the putty down over the end of your nose. How are you going to smell?
All right, unless they turn on the heat.
Look, Sebastian, what are you going to do when you get out on that stage?
Well, I'm going to tell them a story about Romeo and Juliet. And it was written by William Shakespeare, a very great ether.
Ether?
Mm-hmm.
You mean author. Ether puts people asleep.
That's what this story's going to do.
Well, all right, as long as Lou isn't here, I suppose you'll have to do it. Okay, come on, hurry up. The curtain's going up. Come on, there you are.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm about to tell you the story of Romeo and Juliet. Now, I don't want any interruptions from you, Uncle Abbott.
Go ahead, let
My
me hear the
big
story.
brother told me how you interrupt him.
Well, go ahead.
But don't interrupt me.
Tell that story.
Don't give me that.
Go ahead.
I lost my place like my big brother. Now, I'm not kidding. Once upon a time, there was a fellow named Romeo.
Romeo? What did this Romeo look like?
I got out of that one.
Well, all right, what did he look like?
Huh?
What did he look like?
Well, he was about... How do I know what he looked like? I never met the guy.
Then why do you tell stories about people you don't even know?
Nobody knows Romeo. He's just a guy in a story. He's an imaginary character.
Oh, you mean he's just a person in fancy?
In fancy what?
In fancy nothing.
That's a good way to catch cold. Now look, Uncle Bud, if you just shut up, I'll tell a story.
All right, go ahead. I won't say any more.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Once upon a time, there was a fellow named Romeo, and he was his father's only son.
Well, that's right. He was his father's heir.
His what?
His father's heir.
His father didn't have any hair. He was bald-headed.
All right, go ahead.
Now, don't interrupt me.
All right, go ahead.
Now, there's a girl in the story, and her name is Juliet. And her father was giving a big party. You know, to kind of, sort of shove her into society.
Oh, you mean she was making her debut?
I don't know if it was a debut or her debut. All I know, it was her first party, and a lot of people was invited to see her. And stuff.
Well, you see, the folks are coming in to her coming out party.
How can you come in to come out? She was inside already.
Naturally, she had to come in to come out.
What did she want to come out for? She was inside. This wasn't an outdoor affair.
All right.
This was inside.
I know that. You told me that. All right.
Well, if people are going to come in to come out, there's no use of going out to come in.
All right.
Why don't they stay home?
Look, Sebastian, you don't
Why
understand.
don't you stay home?
Look, you don't understand,
I
Sebastian.
stay home
Now,
for
listen,
years.
please. You want me to tell your big brother on you?
Anybody got lozenges?
Listen, please. Look, the party brings her out.
The party brings her out.
That's right.
Why should the party bring her out? What did the little girl do?
No.
The party didn't even start, and some guy right away wants to drag her out.
No, you don't
Why
understand.
don't they leave the little kid alone?
Now, Sebastian.
She wasn't drinking.
But, listen, Sebastian.
Maybe she had one pop.
Now, Sebastian.
Maybe after all, the kid is okay.
All right.
Lost again.
All right, go on with the story. Well, look, wasn't Romeo invited to this party?
Talk longer.
Look, wasn't Romeo invited to this party is what I want to know, wasn't he?
Oh, sure.
Oh,
Sure. No, you see, Juliet's father... Thank you, Mr. Bernard. Juliet's father... I need him.
Now, come on, Sebastian.
Juliet's father didn't like Romeo,
Yeah.
so he had to put on a mask, and he borrowed another guy's clothes, and he went away.
Oh, Romeo went in disguise.
Yeah, in this guy's clothes.
I see. All right.
You see, Uncle Bud, Romeo and Juliet's fathers was enemies, and they was fighting for 15 years.
They didn't like each other.
Yeah.
Which family brought on the feud?
They both brought on the feud, but Romeo wouldn't eat it. He was luscious. He kept getting pins and tails.
Oh, I see. He looked wan.
Oh, yeah. What'd you say?
I said, he looked wan. Don't you know what wan is?
Yeah, one is the number before two.
No.
1, 2,
No. One means picket. Romeo was picket.
Oh, sure. He was peeking through the keyhole at Juliet.
Now, Sebastian.
Well, if I was there, I'd have peeked at her myself.
Sebastian, will you please go on with the play?
Well, anyway, every night Juliet used to sit on the balcony.
Why did she sit in the balcony?
Because she couldn't afford a seat in the orchestra.
Sure. All right.
And she liked to sit in the balcony.
All right, now, don't
Up
argue.
there she could smoke.
Oh, yeah, I understand.
Put her feet on the rail.
Yes, go on, go ahead.
So far, so good.
Go ahead.
One night, I hope I can hold out.
All
One
right.
night,
Juliet dropped her handkerchief, and Romeo picked it up and handed it to her.
And what did Juliet do when Romeo handed her the handkerchief?
And she'd done like anybody else.
What? Just what?
Well, you know what I
Wait,
mean.
do you know the story, don't you?
Oh, yes,
Well, what did Juliet do when Romeo handed her the handkerchief?
You know, like they always...
What did she do?
She wiped her nose.
All right, now.
Please, did you have to make me say
Well,
that?
all right, never mind.
I mean, it's your line.
All right,
Go
look,
ahead.
but look, Sebastian, as I remember the story, Romeo had a rival, and they fought a duel with lances. Now, what I can't understand is why did the other fellow kick Romeo when Romeo dropped his lance?
Because he caught Romeo with his lance down.
Look, that's enough, Sebastian. Stop the play. Stop it. I say, ladies and gentlemen, the play is over. Bring down the curtain.
Hey, what's the idea of stopping the play, Uncle Bud?
Sebastian, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Not only have you disgraced your brother Lou, but you stand there and make a monkey out of a great masterpiece. You ridicule Romeo and Juliet, the greatest love story of all time, and you deliberately insult the name of William Shakespeare. Why do you do these wicked things?
Oh, I'm a bad boy.
Yeah, I'll say you're a bad boy.
Oh, I'm the kind of kid my mother won't let me associate with.
You certainly are. Now, come here. Now, where is your brother Lou?
I think he might be in the 4th grade classroom, Uncle Bud.
What makes you think that?
Because I locked him in there before the show.
Sebastian, unlock that door and let your brother out. He's probably in there crying his eyes out because he missed the play. Go on, open that door.
Okay, Uncle Bud.
Go ahead.
I love you, Millicent, my darling.
I love you too, Costello. Kiss me, my sweet.
Costello, what are you doing making love with a 4th grade teacher? You know she's the janitor's girl.
You're telling me, Abbott, and I'm the new janitor.
But you missed the whole play.
Oh, don't worry, Abbott. Millicent and I are going to put on another play tomorrow night.
Another play?
Yeah, and I'm calling it The Girl Who Eloped with the New Janitor or Gone with the Window Cleaner.
I love you, Costello, my sweet.
I love you too, Millicent, my sweet. Oh, he's a bad boy!
Abbott and Costello will be back in a moment. Well, here's lovely Connie Haynes to sing one of the season's most popular tunes, Swingin' on a Star.
Would you like to swing on a star, carry moonbeams home in a jar, and be better off than you are? Or would you rather be a mule? A mule is an animal with long, funny ears. He kicks up at anything he hears. His back is brawny and his brain is sweet. He's just plain stupid with a stubborn streak. And by the way, if you hate to go to school, you may grow up to be a mule. Or would you like to swing on a star, carry moonbeams home in a jar, and be better off than you are? Or would you rather be a pig? A pig is an animal with dirt on his face. His shoes are a terrible disgrace. He's got no manners when he eats his food. He's fat and lazy and extremely rude. But if you don't care a feather on a pig, you may grow up to be a pig. Or would you like to swing on a star, carry moonbeams home in a jar, and be better off than you are? Or would you rather be a fish? A fish won't do anything but swim in a brook. He can't write his name or read a book. To fool the people is his only thought. Though he's slippery, he still gets caught. But then if that's all of life is what you wish, you may grow up to be a fish. And all the monkeys out in the zoo, every day you meet quite a few. So you see, it's all up to you. You can be better than you are. You can be swinging on a star.
And now, here are Bud and Lou Costello with a final word.
Thanks, Ken. But it's getting a little late, so all we'll have time to say is just good night, folks.
This is the Armed Forces Radio Service.
Italian Bomb presents the First Nighter program, a copyrighted feature, Coast to Coast. Theater time on the Great White Way, and once again, ladies and gentlemen, you're invited to attend an opening night performance in the Little Theater off Times Square. There'll be plenty of traffic tonight, so let's get an early start to the theater. Here's my cab. Won't you step in? All right, driver, up Broadway. Well, here we are. Have your tickets ready, please. Have your tickets ready, please. Good evening, Mr. First Nighter. Curtain in 2 minutes. Thank you. We'll go right in. All right, we have just a moment now before the play begins. I see that the title of this evening's dramatic offering is Love and Gazooza, an original comedy romance by Virginia Safford, co-starring Barbara Luddy and Les Tremaine. The story is pure fiction and does not refer to real people or to actual events. And now, before first curtain, let's listen to Eric Segerquist and his famous orchestra. The house lights are out, and here's the play.
Great Scotty, we out again.
Now, Dad, don't get excited.
290 in the shade and no shade. You would rent a car and drag me around to see Mexico in the
Oh,
War?
we can probably get gas at that house.
What house?
See that gate? A big rancher like that would have gasoline.
Look, Emily, we're supposed to be on our way to my oil wells down at the Huantepec. And for no good reason, we're miles and miles away in Cholula. There's something fishy about this. Where's that Mexican fellow live?
Why, in Mexico. What Mexican fellow?
Why did he leave New York in such a rush?
He didn't. He left very slowly.
What happened between you and him?
Why, Debbie, I hardly knew him. Just a mere acquaintance. Why... Look, Daddy, down the road.
Huh? Oh, some Mexican on a horse. Emily, stop digging around under the seat.
I gotta find my contact.
Buenas tardes, amigos.
Buenas tardes, senor.
Emilita. Little Emilita.
Why, Esteban, imagine running into you down here. Esteban, here's Daddy.
Daddy? Oh, that is to say, Senor Caldwell. Oh, but this is wonderful. To find little Emilita at the gate of my hacienda.
This big rancho doesn't belong to you.
Oh, but see.
Why, imagine that, Daddy.
Imagine.
But how did you get here?
Why, we ran out of gas.
Gasolino?
Uh-huh.
But I have mucho gasolino. Come to my house. I will shower you with gasolino.
Just in the tank, please.
Oh, never have I been so exciting. I leap from my horse.
Oh, isn't he wonderful, Daddy?
I untie my lasso and springing before the car, I tie it to the cowcatcher.
He's going to tell us that.
Yes, I'm following the action.
Now I leap onto my horse. Yes, stand still, dear. We are ready, no?
Ready.
Bueno. And off we go. Come in. I bid you welcome to my house. Come in.
Oh, how lovely and cool.
Hey, nice old place you have here.
Gracias, senor. Esta es casa.
How's that?
It is your house, senor.
Oh, no, I couldn't take it. Oh, yes. I see what you mean, thanks. Come into the patio. Pedro has cool drinks waiting for us.
Oh, look, a fountain. And the flowers. Esteban, why, it's heavenly.
Heavenly now that you are here, Emelita. Senor, what will you have? Is that Gazooza? You like Gazooza, senor?
We've had it everywhere we've been in Mexico.
Thanks. You know, a fizzy pop like this would be a sensation in the States. I'd like to know who makes it. Oh, Emelita, so many times I've dreamed in my mind of you, sitting here by my fountain. Well, you sent me away from New York.
I didn't send you away.
What you gave me? What you say? Be friends?
The gate. But I said we'd always be friends.
Oh. My heart breaks. I come home to my hacienda, but always I think of you. Always I say to myself...
Stephen, please, not out in public.
Don't mind me. I'm strolling around the garden. Everything is yours, senor. Pick all the flowers. Oh, Emelita.
Stephen.
My little coffee blossom.
Your what?
Coffee blossom?
Oh, Esteban, we must never quarrel again.
What is nothing to quarrel about now, my sweet. You have come. Each day I think, mañana she will see our mistakes. Mañana she will come. So now, it is mañana.
You mean you've been expecting me?
I knew you would realize how much you love me.
You were waiting for me. You're the most conceited person I've ever met in my life.
Conceited? Because I knew you would come?
I didn't. Dad had to come to Tehuantepec to see his oil wells.
So? Then why are you in Cholula?
We're just passing through.
Oh, you funny little monkey. You come here because you know this is where your Esteban lives.
That had nothing to do with it, and you're not my Esteban.
Oh, but I am. I make myself a present to you. Oh, Emelita, it does not matter. You are here. We are happy. I will show you my friendly country.
Well, we must be going.
To see my country?
Back to our hotel.
You talk of hotels when I'm making love to you.
It's the El Grande. Dad, come on, we must go.
Emelita, wait. I have much more to say.
We've already said a great deal.
Are we leaving already? No, you must stay.
Yes. Come, Dad. Where's our car?
Oh, Esteban, about that gasoline. No, it was not necessary, senor. There was plenty gasoline in the tank. Emelita, wait. You must not go.
Hurry, Dad.
Emelita, why you act like this? You are angry, but why are you angry? Why?
I prefer not to discuss it.
Senor, you are her father. Ask her why she's angry. Why are you angry, Emily?
I'm not angry. I never felt more pleasant. Get in, Dad. Goodbye, Esteban. Thanks for the gasoline.
And the Gazooza. Ah, great stuff. It has been my pleasure, senor. Hey, Melita, why you do this crazy thing? You come, you're happy, you go, you're angry. Why?
Goodbye, Esteban.
So long. Adios. So, this is a pretty army. You little spoiled monkey. Okay, but maybe this time I'll show you. Oh, caramba, how can I love you so much?
And the curtain comes down on the first act of tonight's play in the Little Theater off Times Square.
Smoking in the outer lobby or downstairs, please.
Attention, please. Tomorrow morning, how would you like to get a letter with $100 in it? Could you use $100? How about $1,000? How about $5,000? Listen, you may think things like that don't happen, but they are happening. Tomorrow or the next day, 5 people whose names I'll give you later in this program actually will get the thrill of getting a letter containing $100. And a few weeks from now, someone will get a check for $1,000, and someone else a check for $5,000. How come? Because Campana is giving away $10,000 in cash in order to get people everywhere acquainted with the fact that there are now 2 kinds of Italian balm on the market. For a good many years, there's been just one kind of Italian balm, the famous regular Italian balm, one of the most popular hand lotions ever developed. But now, realizing that some skins are less dry and less sensitive to weather, wind, and hard water than other skins, and that millions of women want a hand lotion for mild weather in the spring, summer, and fall, as well as in the winter, Campana has prepared a second kind of Italian balm called Special Improved Italian Balm. Now, we're sincerely interested in finding out which of the 2 kinds you like the better. We're giving away $10,000 in cash to get your opinion, $500 every week. That is $100 to each of 5 people, plus a grand prize of $5,000 and a runner-up prize of $1,000. Listen later, and I'll tell you more about it. The hurrying down the aisles to their seat, the lights are dimmed, and here's the second act of Love and Gazooza.
Coffee, senor? No, gracias, Pedro. Pedro, listen. Si, senor. Pedro, if you are a beautiful senorita, very stubborn, and she does not know what she wants, but you know she loves you, though she will not admit it, what will you do? I think beating is always good, senor. No, Pedro. Women and horses must never be beaten. It makes them rear up on their hind legs and show their teeth. I think beating is good. More coffee, senor? Gracias. Senor, how do you feel about kidnapping? Kidnapping? Oh, she would be a terrible captive. Si. What do you mean, si? You mean no? Si, senor. No. I might set fire to El Grande Hotel and then dash in a saber from the roaring flames. What, senor? You own the hotel? Si. Oh, that is right. But Santa Maria, I must do something. She's my life. She's everything. I cannot lose her again. Si, senor. The guitar. No, Pedro, no. Do not play now. I have no mood for music. But, senor, it's mystical, huh? They love the romance, these little senoritas. The song beneath the window. Ah, that is it. I will roar like that. Give me the guitar, Pedro. Bring my horse. I go to town. I got to be romantic.
Have a glass of Gazooza, Emily. It's delicious.
No, thanks.
Want to go out in the plaza and watch the handsome dons make goo-goo eyes at the senoritas?
Heavens, no.
Well, if you feel like that, why do we hang around here? Why don't we go on to the Wantapec?
No, I don't want to go just yet. The climate here agrees with me.
I give up. Of course, I never thought you'd marry a foreigner, but still, in all, Esteban's a fine chap. I can see how a girl would. In fact, if I loved him enough to come all this way to see him, I'd marry him.
You two would make a lovely couple, dear.
Boy, bring me another bottle of Gazooza.
I thought he'd be here by this time.
By George, I wish I could find out who makes that
He
stuff.
must have been crazy to have thought that.
Gazooza, senor?
Well, if he doesn't care, I don't either. I'm going to bed, Daddy.
It's hot inside. Nice out here in this patio. Say, waiter, who makes this Gazooza?
Why, you wish to know, senor?
Great Scott, why do you all act so suspicious?
No sabe, senor. Me are stranger here.
Good night, Daddy. I'm going in.
Nobody will tell me. You think I was planning to steal the stuff. Where are you going, Emily?
Oh, you... hasn't even tried to see me. What are you doing out there?
I'm singing.
Well, go sing somewhere else.
Oh, senorita, how can you be so cold of heart when you are so beautiful? Your lips like red cherries, your cheeks like fragrant peach blossoms.
Stop that. Go away.
So gentle, so little and lovely, I cannot live without you.
This isn't going to get you anywhere.
Mañana I will learn your name. Mañana I will seek permission of your papa to pay my respect.
Don't be silly. You know my name. You know me.
But tonight I pour out my heart in song beneath your window. Since the moment I saw you, senorita, my heart beats only for you.
Esteban, do you feel all right?
Oh, now you spoil it. You will not pretend with me.
But what sort of talk was that?
Listen. In New York, I make love the Americano way. Now I make love within my own country. I pretend I have seen you with your dueño in the plaza. I come sing beneath the grill of your window. Cuando se le de Habana amalgame Dios. It is beautiful, romantic. But no, you have no imagination.
Well, you needn't get mad. How was I to know you were
You're
playing
a
this?
spoiled little brat. You think you can twist me around your finger, but no. I am finished.
Esteban, you know, you're not going to let me go away, but back home.
Would you have me beg for love? No. This is the end. Forever.
Esteban!
Adios.
I'd feel lots better if you'd come along to the Wantapec.
No, Dad, I'm going back to the States. As soon as your train leaves, I'm going back to the hotel and pack.
And for Pete's sake, change your
Oh,
clothes.
stop fussing about these shorts. At least they're cool.
You shouldn't wear shorts down here. These people don't understand. The way they look at you.
Oh, get on, Daddy. Oh, wait, your carton of Gazooza.
Oh, yes, thanks. I must have that. And nobody will tell me who makes it.
Daddy, your train is moving.
Goodbye, Emily. Be a good girl.
Goodbye, Dad.
Senorita.
Huh?
You. 1 minute. I command you to stop. Halt.
What? Do you mean me?
You. Come with me, pronto.
But, wait a minute. Let go of my arm. Let go. Help! Police!
Did you call me?
No, not you. You let go of me. I want a policeman.
Me? I am the police.
You? What are you trying to do?
The respectful citizens of Cholula demand I arrest you for running around in the street in your underwear.
Underwear? You mean these shorts? Don't be silly. Oh, let go of me. You can't do this. My father will... I said let go.
Oh, you... Aha! You kicked me.
Yes, and I...
So now I arrest you again for resisting a policeman of the law.
And the curtain comes down on the second act of tonight's play in the Little Theater off Times Square.
Smoking downstairs or in the outer lobby, please.
All right, now, here's some more news about the $10,000 that Campana's giving in cash. By the way, if you have This Week magazine, turn to page 21 and get the full story about this contest. But listen, it's about the easiest contest you ever heard of. You don't need any entry blank. Here's all you do. Take a piece of paper, using one side only, write 100 words or less to complete either of the following 2 sentences. Sentence 1 reads, I like the new specially improved Italian bomb because. Sentence 2 reads, I still prefer the famous regular Italian bomb because. You finish either of these sentences, giving us your honest opinion. Then sign your name and address, attach the front panel only from any size carton of Italian bomb or facsimile, and mail your entry to Campana at the address on the carton. Do this tonight. There's a contest every week giving away 5 $100 bills until April 28th. Each week's contest closes on Monday night. You can enter as often as you want to each week, provided you follow the simple rules. No entry blank is necessary, but the rules for the contest are available, if you want them, at drug department and 10-cent stores. Plan now to win one of these weekly prizes. And remember, the grand prize winner and the runner-up prize winner, who will get $5,000 and $1,000 respectively, will be selected from the weekly winners. Here's your chance to make your dreams come true. Is rolling as he's ready for the last act, and there goes the curtain.
But you can't keep me locked up. Who do you think you are?
Me? I am Lopez, the man who keep you locked up.
I demand to see the chief of police.
No speak English.
You let me out of here.
Maybe mañana, maybe next month. Yes, Bobby.
Now, listen, Lopez, let's talk this over. You must know that in America, everyone wears shorts for sport.
Oh, I think America plenty local country, I think.
Oh, go away. No, wait. Bring me some dinner. I'm hungry.
Oh, very sorry. Calabozo do not feed you. Against the law.
I just starved?
Maybe you have some friend to bring you food. No?
No.
Too bad.
But I'm hungry. Oh, all right. Give me a pencil and paper.
You eat them?
I want to write a letter.
Against the law.
Oh, now, listen. You've a kind, intelligent face. Heaven forgive me. A fine, handsome man like you wouldn't refuse me that much. Just a little letter. Nice, senor.
It is still against the law. But what you say about me is true. So here, the pencil and pencil.
Oh, gracias so much. Well, wait just a minute. Here, now send this at once, please.
Mañana.
No, send it to Esteban de Morris at once. You hear?
Si. El señor Esteban de Morris? Why you not say so? Pancho, wake up. Take it to el señor de Morris. Ándale.
Oh, darling, I knew you'd come.
So, I find you in the calabozo, little Emelita. Imagine.
Did you bring me something to eat?
What, see? In his big basket, my coffee blossom.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, poke something through the bars, quick.
Not so fast. First, you respond me one little question. For positively the last time, will you marry me?
Oh, so you're taking advantage of a starving girl. Well, let me tell you this. My answer is permanently, definitely no.
Then it is settled. You do not eat.
Huh?
Oh, I think I will rest a minute here on the ground.
Oh, go away and let me alone.
For the moment, I have nothing important to do. And I'm a little hungry. Tamales, tortillas, cold chicken.
I hope you choke.
Excellent day.
If you were a gentleman, you'd make them let me out.
You do nothing for me, I do nothing for you. Oh, wish I brought along a little pepper.
You think you have me at your mercy, but what's to stop me from saying I'll marry you just to get some food?
No, you would not do that. Though you are a little devil. You love me too much.
Love you? I don't even like you.
So, you come all the way to Cholula to see me.
Oh,
You can think of nothing to say, no?
If I said what I'm thinking, they'd arrest me again.
Oh, how sad it is that every time we meet, we quarrel. What was it we quarreled about in New York? I've forgotten.
Well, I remember very well. It was because, well, at least you could have come back.
Well, I knew you would come here.
I was leaving this morning when Lopez arrested me. Esteban, did you tell him to arrest me?
I wonder, would I like another piece of chicken?
Esteban, answer me.
Shall it be a wing this time or a leg? I just said to my good friend Lopez that I think the Americano senorita need a little watching.
Oh, how can you be so mean to me?
If there is anything you wish to say to me now, Emelita, I'm willing to listen.
Don't be like that and then stop eating, can't you? I'm sorry.
Oh, no. You are just hungry.
Oh, I know I acted like a housewit in New York. I'm a brat.
Oh, listen, Emelita, you do love me.
Yes.
You cannot live without me.
No.
Say it then.
I love you, Esteban. I can't live without you.
Oh, my little darling, put your face up to the bars.
You gonna feed me?
Oh. First, I must kiss you. Oh, no, Emelita. No, I will come around and untie the lock.
But how can you?
It's very simple. I have the key.
Hey, what's going on around here?
Who said that?
What? It is Daddy's.
Listen, I'm on the track of it. I know the man's name. Fellow on the train told me.
Daddy, what are you doing here?
I doubled right back. They said at the hotel you were in jail. What in thunder are you doing in jail, Emily?
Oh, it is all right now, senor. We will have no more trouble with her.
Fine. Listen, Esteban. This Gazooza man lives here in Cholula. His name is Demores, and he has this factory.
What, senor? I am the Gazooza man.
No. His name's Demores.
Esteban de Demores at your service, senor.
You are the Gazooza. Well, by George.
Why didn't you tell me you were looking for me?
Why? Great Scott, man, I've talked of nothing else. Oh, yes, young man in love. I know. Listen, are you paying attention to me now?
I'm listening, senor.
I want to buy the American right.
Oh, senor, I will make you my partner.
Partner? Say, that's great. We'll go back...
Yes, pardon me for interrupting, but can't somebody give me some of that chicken?
1 minute, darling.
Back to the hotel and draw up the papers. But what about Emily? How'd she get into jail?
Wait, senor. First, I wish to ask you for your daughter's hand.
Don't wait to ask me for anything. Just go marry her before she changes her mind.
Oh, Daddy, you are right. We will marry pronto. Not mañana, not the next week, but right now.
Oh, Esteban, and then we'll have a beautiful big wedding breakfast.
And the curtain falls on another play hit in the Little Theater on Times Square. All right, here are the names of the winners in Campana's $10,000 cash contest. Their checks are in the mail. Here they are. Miss Nona Blair, Knoxville, Tennessee. Mrs. Owen E. McGillicuddy, Toronto, Canada. Miss Harriet Ellis, White Plains, New York. Major W.J. O'Callaghan, Paynesville, Ohio. Mrs. Lottie B. Shipley, South Bend, Washington. 5 weeks to go. Next contest closes next Monday night. Keep tuned to this station. Elma Davis will follow with highlights of the news. And now we move out of the theater and into the street.
Here's your cab, Mr. First Nighter.
Thank you. Good night.
The First Nighter program is a copyrighted radio feature. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Anna's Italian Bomb presents the First Nighter program, a copyrighted feature coast to coast. Theater time, Broadway, another brand new play is scheduled to make its opening night bow to the public in the Little Theater off Times Square. There's no event in Theaterland that attracts more celebrities from in and out of town than a play opening on the Great White Way. So let's arrive early and join in the gaiety and excitement. My cab is waiting. Won't you step in? Okay, driver, let's go. Up Broadway, studded with brilliant electric signs, across 42nd Street, and into the bright lights of New York's most famous amusement area, to the Little Theater off Times Square. Well, here we are. Isn't that Louis Stowe?
My goodness, I think I see Ginger Rogers over there.
Have your tickets ready, please. Have your tickets ready, please. Good evening, Mr. First Nighter. The usher will show you to your box. Thank you. We'll go right in. Yes, sir, this is certainly a fashionable-looking audience tonight. Let's see what the theater program has to say. Here's the title of the play, A Symphony with Your Spaghetti. Well, that sounds inviting. The author I see is Richard Paulette Craig. The play is pure fiction, of course, and does not refer to real characters or actual events. It has never been produced before on stage, screen, or radio. Now let's see about the cast. Well, you can't beat this. Here's Barbara Luddy and Les Tremaine in the star parts. Mr. Tremaine is cast as Fritz Weitz, famous music teacher. Miss Luddy plays the role of Anna Fisher, a girl who... Well, let's not give away any surprises. And as usual, there's an all-star supporting cast. Now, before first curtain, here's Eric Segerquist with his famous orchestra. There's the signal for first curtain. The house lights are out, and here's the play. You aren't eating your spaghetti, Gwen.
Well, I forget to eat. I just sit here watching her.
Poor old thing. She's fairly hugging that radio.
Oblivious to everything except the music. What did Fred say her name was?
Anna.
Anna what?
Well, Fred didn't know that. It seems the words got around. Go down to Tony's spaghetti joint and watch old Anna.
And everyone here is watching Anna. You wonder. I never saw anyone who looked less like a music lover.
She certainly doesn't care a snap about her appearance.
Only about that violin. That's the queer part.
Good evening, Senora.
Good evening.
You do all right, huh? You get good service?
Yes, thank you. Are you the proprietor?
See, it's me, Tony. You like my place? You like the symphony with your spaghetti?
Very much. Does she come here often?
She's here every night that there's a symphony on the radio.
But why? Why?
Well, that's what everybody want to know.
Well, you can tell us about her, can't you, Tony?
All right. I guess maybe I told this story a couple of hundred times.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. Anna, she's live upstairs all alone. She's got an Uber.
Well, does she work or?
No, she don't work. She's got some little money, not much. What's left maybe from what she's made.
Then there is something...
It's a long ago. She's a very young Annie, 16 maybe. She's a listener to the high school orchestra one afternoon. Then she's...
Miss Harris.
Yes?
My name's Anna Fisher. Perhaps you've noticed me listening to the orchestra every afternoon during rehearsal.
Yes, I have. I've wondered why.
I can't keep away. I stopped in once, and from that first day, I've wanted to be down there with you, playing with you, part of the orchestra. If only I could play my violin with the others. I suppose you think that's silly.
No, my dear, we'll be very glad to have you. Bring your violin tomorrow.
But you see, I haven't any violin. My father says he can't afford one.
That's too bad.
Oh, but that's not the real reason. He thinks it's foolish. And Mother says I'd never get anywhere. There's no music in our family. But I will get somewhere. I've got to play with an orchestra. So, I wondered if there was any way to... Well, is there?
The school can supply you with a violin.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, but I still don't know how to play it.
Well, we can do something about that, too. I've studied violin. I could give you a start.
That's all I need, just to start.
You can't go far without real lessons, Anna.
Once time comes, I'll figure out some way to get lessons.
You're determined about this, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Don't lose that determination. It's worth 100 lessons. that was well done, Anna. You've made remarkable progress.
I've never been so happy in my life, only Miss Harris,
Yes?
can't music be more than this? Aren't there really great orchestras somewhere?
Haven't you ever heard a symphony, Anna?
I've never heard any orchestra but this one. I'd like to play someday with a symphony.
You'd have to be a fine artist to do that.
You need lessons, I know. I must have lessons. Who is the best teacher in the city?
Fritz Weitz, unquestionably. But you
Would take me as a pupil.
Even if he would, you couldn't afford his charges, Anna. You better see
I
him.
must see Fritz Weitz. If I'm going to play with a great orchestra, I must have a great teacher. Dr. Weitz just has to take me. That's everything I know, Dr. Weitz.
Very well. Rest now.
Do you think I could ever play well enough to be in a symphony orchestra?
There is the chance that you might.
And make a great deal of money?
Possibly. What are you leading up to?
What? I can't pay you for lessons.
So, you waste my time listening
But
to
I'll
your...
give you a share of everything I earn. All my life, whatever I earned, I'd share with you. Please, don't be angry.
You are a surprising young woman.
You're surprising, too. I thought you'd be old with white, bushy hair and not handsome at all.
And you find me altogether too young and handsome,
Oh, I didn't mean... I'm sorry.
Will you work,
I-
Anna? Will you work as hard and as long as I say?
Oh, I'll work. I promise.
I have never done such a thing before, but